Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, right here? Okay.
Just whenever.
What drew me to theater?
So my first experience with theater.
My very first experience with theater.
I got to play the French horn for the musical Cinderella.
The high school's production of Annie, so I could be one of the orphans.
I played a cheerleader. She was really snotty and I just immediately loved it.
A musical called Bye Bye Birdie. It's kind of based on Elvis.
Oh wait, no. I was a parrot non-speaking. I wanted to be the dodo bird, but they just voted. I like the directing experience because I get to see them at auditions when they first start. I get to see them at the beginning of rehearsal when they may not understand what they need to achieve yet. And some of them I've seen for 2.5 years.
My name is Julia Mayette. This is my second year at Ferris. I was scrolling on Instagram and I saw Ferris Theater on Instagram that they were doing auditions, so then I was like, that sounds really fun.
I didn't know what I was really doing here at Ferris last year when I started. I was thinking about theater and they were offering a show, Midsummer Night's Dream, and I had done Shakespeare before. I wanted to meet people, have some friends, have some fun things to do. It clicked for me.
I was a junior in high school. I've always looked at the theater stuff. I love doing it. And because I love doing it there, I did everything I could to see if there's a theater here at Ferris.
I can drink his wine.
How I got into it was kind of an accident. Freshman year of high school, I had been signed up for the debate team at one school, then we moved across town. That school didn't have debate, but they did do the speech tournament aspects, and it was paired up with the drama program. And so they put me in that. And several decades later, here I am still. It was a great way to interact with other people because you get to know people so well working on a play. So it was just it had the things that I was missing in my life growing up, and it connected with me and became the thing that I wanted to do all the time.
It can be a completely different experience that nobody expects. Everyone here, cast, crew, and literally everybody involved is some of the nicest people I've met. Some of my closest friends are in theater.
When I think of theater, I don't think of individual people, I think of everybody involved. It's just one big family and it's just good experience.
I think I'd be a good handicapper general.
Good as anybody else.
Only if I was handicapper general and I was Diana Moon Danvers, I'd have chimes coming over your handicap radio on Sunday.
I won't deny his claims for euphoria. The happiness it gives is perfect and unflagging.
Because of how busy everybody is with all their other stuff, we can only really do one show a semester. Because then we can only do one, I have to look for big casts because I want to get as many people involved as possible. And also, since I don't know who is going to audition from semester to semester, I need some things that are flexible. So that's the starting point. And then you have to find a play that has something to say and is interesting and people want to see it. So you look into a lot of different factors and hopefully you get something that satisfies all those criteria.
And the swellest bunch of friends and the swellest wife in the world.
Euphoria phone so that it would start up and add all your judgments while you're trying to make a decision.
Anything but those boots.
You know what? Go on.
I was familiar with Kurt Vonnegut from his novels and his short stories. Harrison Bergeron, I remember reading for the first time in 7th grade.
A lot of his stories are relating to technology and the future and how things are going to change for us as a result of technology and politics and a bunch of different other factors, and I feel like that's very relevant, especially right now.
It was like, well, this is really interesting and it's very quirky and these are unusual stories, and I like how there's 4 of them, yet they all sort of fit together even though they're very different.
In this show, I wanted to be casted as maybe Hazel. I really liked the personality. I felt like it kind of went along with my own personality.
I read through it the first time, and there were 3 characters that I wanted to be. I wanted to be Harry Nash, or Arthur Baker, or Harrison Bergeron.
If I had to pick someone, like who else I would have been casted as, or like who I wanted to be casted as, I really wanted Diana Moon-Clampers, but I also really wanted Helene Shaw. I felt like that would have been a fun part to have done.
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't know anything about the show before I auditioned, which is a bad thing to do. You shouldn't do that if you're an actor, but I was just kind of along for the ride.
Be love? Could it be that? Do you have any idea what I'm talking about? Do you know what it is to love?
Introverted, antisocial version of him until he starts reading Romeo and Juliet. I'm like, he's in pain, and you're like, oh, he's so cool. He got all those interesting noises, right? I really enjoy casting. I think it's something that I'm good at. A lot has to do with the energy of the actors and how they fit with the energy of the characters. And I also have to consider how the ability of each individual actor, like how much experience they've had. We get some people come in each semester who've never been in a play before, not just at Ferris, but anywhere, which is great, and we encourage that. This is a great place to experiment. The hard part of it is there's never enough good parts for everyone who kind of deserves one to get one. And I wish there were more meatier roles for everybody, but we wanted to include as many folks as possible.
I wanted to be casted as George Bergeron, so I got who I wanted, which is really cool.
I was lucky enough to be casted as Harrison Bergeron.
I was casted as Hazel Bergeron. She is in the first section of the play. In her world, it's 2081, and it's gotten to the point where the government has made it so everyone is constantly equal all the time.
I like that I get to open the show. It's pretty exciting.
For Harrison Bergeron on stage I have a lot of pieces on me. I have all these handicap weights on me. I have stuff around my neck. I have stuff on my hands.
So my role is the ballerina. She is part of the Harrison Bergeron story. I don't dance very well because I'm handicapped. And then Harrison comes along and he's like, take them off, and then we do a little dance. Pretty fun.
I got casted as Miss Sawyer.
Harry, I'd like for you to meet Helene Shaw. Helene, this is Harry Nash. If you were Miss Julie in the play, he'd be your lover.
I got casted as Harry Nash. Harry's label is just the best actor.
That's not.
Do I get the party, don't I? You better believe it.
I got casted as Arthur Baker.
And I pray to God I can convince you that America does not want what we've discovered.
I was casted as Lou Harrison. Capitalist America is basically the motto of my character.
Let's all turn on. Make sure it works or we won't make a lousy dime off of.
I got casted as Jim Danini. I guess I can kind of in some ways sympathize with him and understand how he feels.
Something I'm nervous about that I haven't really done before is I have to cry on stage, which not necessarily tears, but just pretending like I'm crying. But I usually do a lot of comedy or comedic fun things. I've never really done serious drama before.
You've been crying.
Crying? Yeah.
What about?
I forget. Something real sad on television. Also, timing my lines with the dance that's happening on the other side of the stage has been very difficult.
That dance, it's nice.
The ballerinas aren't really very good either.
I'm probably nervous about falling or just messing up.
So for the choreography, I knew some ballet stuff, but I didn't know exact terms or anything. I just knew how to kind of show people how to do it and kind of teach them about it. So I would just kind of go on Google and I would look up maybe some terms or exactly how to do something so I can tell them and everything. Once I got that and my list of things I wanted to include in it, everything just kind of fell into place from there. Directing them was a little difficult. I think Julie has just a little bit of ballet knowledge, and I don't think Keith has any. So it was a little difficult trying to direct them with no experience. But as we started doing practices more and more, they started to get more comfortable what they were doing. I was able to give them advice that they were able to easily follow, and it just started going more smoothly.
I am a little bit worried about matching it up with just the new sound stuff that we have a little bit shorter notice on.
You know, if you mess up a line, someone else messes up a line, and then it goes downhill.
Maybe you were right about the line. You were right about the weather. You were right about the weather.
Why?
Now look.
Now look, I handle the business.
Folks here at Ferris in general are very good at getting off book and being on top of it. And so that just makes things go a lot easier and a lot smoother. I get nervous about the things that I can't control, right? So all the tech areas. Our sound design is Kyle Cosson. This is a show with a lot of sound cues, so yeah, he's been on top of things.
I'm the sound designer for Welcome to the Monkey House, and I think this will be my 7th and final show here. I like doing sound. It was fun. I liked learning about it. It's a fun technical element of the shows. The bulk of my work for sound designing a show doesn't really start until a couple weeks before the show and during Tech Week. We're in production meetings every week. We're discussing how rehearsal's going. Dennis talks to me about elements that he needs pretty early on, and I start gathering sound effects, start brainstorming things. And then I start to develop kind of a mic list whenever I get the cast list and see how many people are casted. We have 29 people in this cast, and we have 20 body packs. So meaning we have to do 9 microphone switches backstage, which is a little unoptimal, but we make it work.
The people who wanted to try out for the parts waited low, and we called them upstairs one by one. Harry was earliest, as though afraid we might not.
Our stage manager, Arabella Beckhorn, is absolutely terrific. She did a couple shows with us as assistant stage manager and then took over as stage manager last semester.
Stage managing's a lot. Usually with stage management, you'll be here for auditions and you'll help run everything. So getting people sign-in sheets, making sure everyone's here, getting them sheets with like lines to read through and rehearse. Just kind of to keep the flow going. I guess stage managing more than anything is making sure everything flows good. Our director, he directs obviously, like has the actors, like where are they going on stage, what are they doing, and it's my job to record all of that. So I have that, if anyone has a question, I'm right there to answer it. This is what you do, this is when you do it. If there's a change, I usually have the change marked. I'm in charge of communicating with the cast, so if there's a change in the schedule, I'm usually the one to message everyone and get a hold of them.
Our call time for the show is 5:45, so that way we added a little buffer for secret admirer.
And then come tech, that's when I guess it comes my show. I tell the lights and sound when to go. I think I enjoy the process the most, just watching, you know, the first day of rehearsal, we have a read through and you're gonna have people stumbling on lines or like, what does this mean? And over the course of however many weeks, whether it be like 6 or 8 weeks, you get to see these characters come to life. You get to see, it's like you take one character at the very beginning and it becomes something completely different by the end product. And I see that entire process.
I was the costume designer for the show. After reading the script a few times, I would go through and I highlighted like the main points that they emphasized, this is what this character is wearing in this scene. But when it didn't, I got to play around with it a little bit. And so I got to like see what we had in the closets, and I had Dennis go to the store for me. I started digging through the closets as soon as I could. It took me maybe 3 weeks, if not more, to go through the closets. And when I say weeks, I mean I was here at least 4 out of 7 days a week for somewhere between 3 to 5 hours most times. I did a lot of research. I looked into like the types of clothes everybody wore. I looked into what more conservative people would wear versus what the more hippie out there people were wearing in the time, because that's where it was sort of starting. It was 1968 and 2081. So we actually had a lot of clothes that I'm pretty sure was made in the 60s in the closets. So I found a bunch of those, and then I pulled those out, and I had the actors go through and figure out what they felt related to their character the best, because they're gonna know their character better than I am. It's just, that's how it's gonna work. I set up little stations with like, this is the dresses, and this is the pants, and this is the shirts, and these are what you can choose from, but these characters can only pick from this part of the rack, and these characters can only pick from this part of the rack, because some were students and some were more professional adults. And I wanted to make sure that those were represented within the costumes, but I wanted everybody to have some sort of like, I'm new, I don't know everybody very well, I'm not sure what everybody's comfortable in. So if they can choose what they like, it helped me like know that they're okay with that.
Mackenzie was in my intro to theater class, and there's a big project we do at the end where you're in a group, and the group is sort of in a mock theater company, and they do a scene from a play, and from that same play they do the set design and costume design. And Mackenzie was a costume designer, and what she did, I was like, that's like a real costume design, which people who have never done things before, often they try and it's fine. And I saw Mackenzie's, and it was like, that was really well thought out and really well approached, and it was for the Crucible, and she had information I'd never even heard before about Puritans and what various colors meant to them. And so I was like, after that I was, hey, you want to do costume design? And she said, sure.
How are you feeling before the first show?
Excellent. We had a wonderful dress rehearsal last night. Everything came together. We had lots of new moments just happening. Everybody was energetic and focused. And there's lots of energy in the room tonight, here in the green room behind me. And yeah, we're ready to go.
I am feeling very nervous, very anxious, very excited, and I'm having a heck of a ton of fun.
I'm feeling good. Really good.
A little nervous, but I got this.
I'm feeling pretty dang good.
I'm a little nervous, but I am excited to see how the show turns out and how the audience sees it.
I was very pleased with how the show went.
I think the show went great.
I think it went really well. From what I saw, that was really good. I think everybody did great.
Some of my favorite moments are when Harrison Bergeron first comes out, because this big guy comes through with a big voice and just starts sending a whole new energy into the show.
I want everyone to see.
In the You Feel question, when they're doing the test at the home and the hurricane's going on and they're just laughing, I just think that's so fun as they laugh at their destruction and they're not even realizing what's going on. In Who Am I This Time, when she pulls away and she makes him read Romeo and Juliet.
The party's at my place. Come along, all of you.
The scenes between Imogen and Donovan, when they're like quoting Shakespeare, and like he drops down to his knee and is like, I gasp.
It's such a surprising moment. I don't think you see it coming. It's like, how is she, this sheltered person, dealing with this strange guy? But then she outsmarts him and she wins. And I love that. In the last one, I really love the connection between George and Jim after he's caught destroying the chemistry lab, and George finds him, and their dialogue back and forth is just really exciting.
It must be so if one of our students.
I liked my back and forth with Micah, because I think we spent a lot of time doing that.
There. All right. I've taken it.
Both of them were so sincere and believable, and I love the dynamic between those two. Yes. So there's a tradition that we put up advertising posters for the show, and then we order extra ones for everybody in the cast and crew and design team. And so in the hallway, in between the green room and the stage, they set out tables, and there's 50 or 60 posters out there with different people's names on them. And there's so many people to sign them and so many posters to sign that different people are assigned to sign them on each day.
So funny thing, it was like the third day, and I was like, I didn't see my name on the sheet list, and I was like, I guess I'm not signing anybody's posters. That was fun because I'd never done anything like that.
I thought it was super sweet, and it was so heartwarming when I got my poster with everything everybody said to me. I thought it was amazing.
Have you seen the episode of SpongeBob, the talent show, when like Squidward's telling jokes and they're all booing him, and then SpongeBob comes on stage with the mop, and they're all cheering? That's what I feel like right now. I miss like hanging out with everybody. It was like so fun because I'm like, all right, at 6 o'clock I'm coming here. I'm gonna laugh my ass off for like 2 hours. I'm gonna get to go on stage and have a blast.
I'll miss this show because it was my first one. So I'll just miss getting to experience everything for the first time again. I had no idea about all of the traditions that happened backstage. I had no idea about how close everybody ended up getting by the end of the show. And I think I'll miss being able to be like introduced into that group again, because being introduced, I think, was the best part.
For why people should be part of theater, I think there's kind of two sides to it.
You get a friend experience, but you also get experience like in life experiences. Sometimes theater can teach you things about your life or the lives of others that you never really considered before that.
It can introduce you to like talents that you didn't even know you have.
One of the great things about theater is working with people who have such different skills and being able to discover those.
You really care for each other in theater, and so like it helps you grow a very big community.
It's like a great opportunity to meet young fellow thespians, you know?
It's just such a good group of people to get yourself involved with.
I love the environment. Everybody in theater is such a personality, and it was so nice to get to know everybody.
There's the practical side of why you should do theater. It does help you with a bunch of different skills, and then there's also the creative side and the social side, which is meeting people, having a ton of fun, learning to tell stories better, and being a part of a very long tradition of art.
Nobody's left out when you're in one of these communities. And it's a way to just kind of show off your talent in kind of a stress-free way.
Even if it's not like you can't go and act, just being backstage and being around other people who care if you succeed is such an inspiring, just place to be.
It doesn't matter who you are, you'll make friends if you join theater, and you'll be welcomed in like it's family.
Theater is a family full of a bunch of fun and amazing people, and it's really fun to just go on stage and create entertainment for people. One of my favorite things to do is just make people smile.
I think if you're looking to have a lot of fun and meet a lot of fun people and do awesome things and try new things, theater at Ferris is the way to go.
Chad, this is kind of awesome.